Tonight, Governor Gianforte gave his second State of the State address in front of the 68th Montana Legislature. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Ambarian breaks down the governor's speech.
On Wednesday, Governor Gianforte said Montana's made a lot of progress in his 2 years as governor, but there's still more work to do.
The governor of the state of Montana and the Honorable Greg Gianforte.
Gianforte delivered his second State of the State address before a joint session of the Montana House and Senate. His last address in 2021 focused on the comeback plan after COVID.
The state of our state is strong, and it is much stronger than it was 2 years ago.
He touted strong economic growth and the addition of 31,000 jobs in 2 years, saying they've strived to improve opportunity in Montana.
For too long, Montana hasn't been living up to our full outstanding potential. Our biggest exports have been beef, grain, and tragically, our kids and grandkids.
Gianforte also made appeals to lawmakers for this session. He again highlighted one of his top priorities, a red tape relief initiative with more than 100 bills aimed at simplifying state regulations.
To our legislative partners, thank you for helping more Montanans prosper by removing unnecessary, burdensome regulations. Thank you.
He talked about his plan for $1 billion in tax relief, including major income and property tax bills making their way through the legislature. And he called for investing hundreds of millions of dollars in infrastructure to support additional housing.
Hardworking Montanans should be able to live in the communities where they work. And grandparents should be able to live closer to their kids and grandkids.
Gianforte also encouraged lawmakers to pass a slate of bills encouraging innovation in education and renewed his call for extensive investments in the Montana State Prison and Montana State Hospital. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
Following the governor's State of the State address, Minority Whip Shannon O'Brien spoke in the Senate chamber and called the governor and Republicans out of touch with the needs of Montanans regarding housing, education, and tax relief, to name a few.
The governor failed to provide any real solutions to the housing crisis. He sent back $100 million of our federal monies that could have significantly eased the pain of the housing crisis. Instead, he offers a red tape initiative which, quite frankly, does nothing for Montana families.
You can hear more on the State of the State when Governor Gianforte sits down with MTN's Andy Curtis tomorrow morning on Daybreak. That starts at 6 a.m.